The NBA has a rich history dating back nearly 68 years, full of decorated organizations and players. During that time, we've seen our fair share of greats come and go, but which players in the game's history stand out above the rest? To decide that, we'll look at various criteria including statistics, team success, and individual accolades. Do any current superstars like Kobe Bryant and LeBron James make the cut? Let's take a look at the 10 greatest players in NBA history and find out. 10. Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant has been an essential cog not just in basketball, but in all sports as an icon and ambassador of the 2000s. His game style, aggression, and popularity brought him to be known as the successor to MJ in the sport. He is now part of Lakers folklore, getting them to 5 championships. He is also the only player to have 2 jersey numbers retired by the same organization. But his not-so-glorious final years mean that he is no higher than number 10 on our list of greatest NBA players of all time, which is a significant achievement on its own. 9. Shaquille O'Neal. Shaquille O'Neal was the most dominant player of his generation, possibly of all time. It was borderline unfair how he brutalized defenders with brute strength. Shaq led the Los Angeles Lakers to 3 consecutive NBA championships in the early 2000s, winning 3 Finals MVPs in the process. The 2000 regular season MVP winner was also selected to 14 All-NBA teams in his career. 8. Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan lacked the flair and flashiness that many of the players on this list possess. However, he possessed something which is way more unique and which led him to incredible success in the form of 5 total MVPs, 2 regular season MVPs, and 3 NBA Finals MVPs to go along with 5 championships. He was the perfect team player for the greatest basketballing system ever, the San Antonio Spurs. His famous bank shot and his astronomical figures during his prime are legendary in Spurs history. The way he went about things, silently leading his team and demolishing the opponent while keeping his integrity and dignity intact, sets an example for all of us to follow. A no-nonsense person, he is one of the few players whose final game was a playoff game. Tim Duncan is the greatest Spur and the greatest power forward of all time. 7. Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain is the basketball player who paved the way for the development of today's NBA stars. He didn't have many opportunities to show off during college, but Wilt Chamberlain was an essential piece of the infamous Harlem Globetrotters for a year before starting his NBA career. With an ideal height of 2.1 meters, Wilt Chamberlain dominated the NBA during its peak. He marked his place in history as the only player to score 100 points per game. He is also the first person to reach 30,000 points in the NBA. With this result, can anyone say that Wilt Chamberlain is not a basketball legend? 6. Larry Bird. Another unquestioned and one of the most respected legends of the game, Larry Bird is a 3-time league MVP and a 3-time NBA champion. Larry did not have the average NBA player's athletic or high-flying nature. What he lacked, he made up with his excellent basketball IQ and shooting ability. Larry Bird led the Boston Celtics to 3 NBA championships and 2 NBA Finals MVP titles. He was picked to the 6th overall draft to the Boston Celtics in 1978. Many fans have regarded him as the greatest Celtics of all time. Bird defended the 3-point shooting title at the All-Star Game in 1986. 5. Bill Russell. The greatest defender in the game's history, led the Boston Celtics to a record 11 NBA championships. Bill Russell is an interesting case, as his offensive stats don't jump out at you, but his impact went far beyond numbers. Russell could flat-out dominate the game defensively. Still, his career averages are nothing to sniff at, and if blocks and finals MVPs were counted throughout his career, he would have won plenty of those. Russell is the greatest winner in all of sports. His 11 championship count may be the safest record in the NBA game. 4. Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is one of the greatest basketball point guards in NBA history. The point guard was a vital element of the illustrious Showtime generation that helped the Los Angeles Lakers dominate the NBA in the 80s. Magic Johnson is the most precise definition for the concept of talent does not wait for age. He immediately rose to stardom in his first season in the NBA. The NBA star has enjoyed countless career successes with a 5-time champion, 3-season MVP awards, and 3 Finals MVP titles. The Hall of Famer averaged 19.5 points in a game, 11.2 assists, and 7.2 rebounds in 906 games over 13 seasons in his entire career. 3. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6 NBA championships to his name. He invented the famous and devastating skyhook shot. He has scored the most points in NBA history. He has the most regular season MVPs ever. These are just few of the inhuman stats that he possesses, which are still dwarfed by his impact and consistency towards the game. He was the best player in the league in the 70s. His is a historic and decorated career, and his longevity is far from being matched in the current league. 2. LeBron James. LeBron James has been constantly building his case for the greatest of all time tag. He has easily cemented his place within the top 3 NBA players in any list. What is scary is that he produced one of his best statistical seasons in his 15th season, and despite injury troubles. He averaged 27.4 points, 8.3 assists, and 8.5 rebounds in the last season, which was also his 16th in the league. His 4 regular season MVP honors and 3 NBA Finals MVP honors speak volumes about the value he adds to whichever team he is a part of. LeBron is undoubtedly the best basketball player in the world at the moment. 1. Michael Jordan. Who is the best basketball player of all time? Michael Jordan is the best in the top 10 basketball players of all time. Michael Jordan is the man who led the Chicago Bulls to 6 series of NBA Finals. Michael Jordan was a 6-time NBA champion. He also carried 6-time Finals MVP awards. Michael Jordan also gained the Defensive Player of the Year in 1988. In addition, during the regular season, Michael Jordan has 5 more MVP awards, and he deserves to be an icon both on and off the basketball court. Jordan averaged 20 points per game in 2-year Washington's jersey. Michael Jordan has become a measure of success in NBA history. Every NBA player wants to become like Michael Jordan. But so far, no one has passed the level of MJ. And with this, we reach the end of today's video. What do you think about today's video? Share your opinion. Do let us know in the comments section below. And if you liked today's video, give us a thumbs up, and do not forget to hit the subscribe. Share this video with your friends and family, and press the bell icon for more upcoming videos. We'll see you next time with a newer video. Stay tuned and take care.